1 hour and 27 minutes. That is apparently how long it's going to take me to walk to Lisbon Airport. So it's now 12:23 in the afternoon. Let's go and do it, because apparently the airport line on the bus is knocked out. I've been here with Panos and Juana the last few days, and they've gone already. I'm the last one standing, so I've got to get to the airport, and I've got a bit of time until my flight. I've got a bit of time to kill, so I thought, let's see just how realistic it is to walk to Lisbon Airport from the city centre. Let's go and do it. It's one of the things you'll notice when you come to Lisbon. All these beautiful little streets, very steep. Bit of graffiti here and there, but apart from that, these lovely little cafes you can check out. Little corners, shaded parts. Lovely city to visit. So yeah, we were actually here for Matt's wedding. You know Matt from the video I made about is Charleroi, really the world's ugliest city. So he got married here with his Portuguese wife. Congratulations to you, Matt and Ines, if you're watching.
Turn left onto Praça da Alegria.
We had a wonderful time at your wedding. Great time, good to see loads of old friends again as well. What I will say these days is that Lisbon is absolutely full of tourists. I remember I first came here, maybe 11 years ago it was now, I think, yeah, when I was an Erasmus student over the border in Salamanca in Spain. And now the city has just become absolutely filled up with tourists. It's Airbnb city. Everywhere you go, it's digital nomads, all of these kinds of people. So it's a city which it maintains a lot of Portuguese tradition, but it's changing. It's really becoming, you know, one of these international hubs. So if you want to see the real Portugal, fly into Lisbon, there, but then go out into the villages, like we managed to yesterday, when we ended up in some random village having coffee with our Uber driver. He had an electric car, so we had to stop off to charge it for a bit, and we had a lovely little experience doing that. But I think we're going up this way. But you really get an idea of how narrow these streets are. Look, the cars struggle to get around and deal with the pedestrians like me walking through them. Great place to ride your electric scooter as well, look. Pretty chaotic. Everybody has to look all the time if there are cars coming to let each other through. And they don't slow down, these Portuguese drivers, I tell you. Okay, so this is a bit flatter, a bit more comfortable up here in this little park area. Wow, look at this in the park. A massive duck or mallard or something. Stay away from the COVID masks, don't go near it. I don't like that there. No, I wouldn't usually touch someone else's mask, but I don't want to see the birds choke on it. There's another one. We don't want these guys choking on these, trying to eat them, thinking they're food. There's a bin, fantastic. And here's why there's all ducks here. There's a little pond. All right, there we go, goodbye. Fortunately, that won't be the last one we see on this channel for a while, I reckon. Didn't expect to see Steven Gerrard sitting on a bench here in Praça da Reina. If you know Greek, you'll know that this says Sluntel Casa. It really doesn't feel like we're only an hour and 10 minutes walking from the airport, look. And this abandoned mansion. It's the Casa Ronald McDonald, the Ronald McDonald house. Guess it's an orphanage or a children's home. Right, so now I'm going to turn left onto this avenue, and I have a feeling this is the main road to the airport now. So I think I might cross over and go in that shady spot, because the sun does get quite strong in Portugal at this time of year in June. One thing I love here in Portugal, especially in Lisbon, is the attention to detail in the patterns on the pavements. Look, you don't get that in Belgium or my home country, the UK. Okay, very clever over here, look. Souvenir shop called Portugal. It takes the name of the country, Portugal, and it makes it for you gal. For you girl, I guess, maybe, I don't know. Portugal, very nice. It's a city with a lot of life. Walking down this street, I can hear a band practicing in this building over the road. Maybe you can't hear it over all the sirens. There's definitely a drummer at least drumming in there. Guys, Portuguese lesson of the day, look. Nova coleção, so a new collection. Second hand, I guess that means second hand. Portuguese charity shop. Who knew that second hand was actually a Portuguese word? Aha, look, we're definitely on the right track. We've seen our first sign for the airport. All right, I just wanted to stop and get some cash. You never know when you're going to need it. And it's Microsoft Windows. It's now safe to turn off your computer, so I guess we're not getting any Notes from there. It's not only in France and Belgium where you can get snails to go with your meal. It's a nice kind of open area, look. It's a few bits of green space you can go and sit on. Big fountain which looks like it's not working. Yeah. Nice here in Lisbon at Alameda. So it's Tuesday lunchtime and these guys seem to be right on it. No shirt on, plenty of tats. Arguing about something, who knows what. Something I do love in Portugal is just how cheap the coffee still is. Look, 70 cents. Not bad at all. You get a bit of music as well apparently. Wonderful. Of course, you're never immune from the electric scooter idiots. They're really struggling to get going, these two, look. Two of them on one trying to go up a hill. Wow. Look at that. 3 minutes and 100 meters up the road later and they finally caught up with me. Oh, that's nice and cool. If you're doing this route, walk through this little walkway when you get past that roundabout back there because, yeah, get a nice breeze coming down, especially on a hot day like today. Love that. Woo. Probably hear the wind coming through on the microphone. What a nice little sign over there. It says, Já sorriu hoje. Did you already smile today? And now this, I guess, is why I'm walking today. Look how expensive the fuel prices are. Look, everything now is over €2 per litre. I remember when it was an outrage that things were, you know, about €1.20, €1.30. Now look at that. Wow. This is why I like to go on my feet or on public transport, because that way you don't have to worry about things like that. You don't have to worry about parking, and then also you can have a cheeky beer if you want. Alright, I'm definitely starting to get more of a suburban vibe now. Look, we've got this shrubland area over here. A little suburban train station. So, definitely getting closer to the airport area now, I guess. Of course, I guess I could have hired one of those Bolt bikes. That might have been a fun way to go, but it's difficult to vlog and cycle at the same time. I think you've seen that before. Oh, there's an aeroplane, so we must be on our way to the airport. Look, not far now. Taking off. That'll be me in a few hours. The neighbourhoods have really changed now. Look at these huge, like, mansions. Only 2 kilometres from the airport now. Wow, massive, lovely houses. If you do choose to walk this route, you'll go past the Portuguese Roller Skating Federation. This guy looks like a similar kind of traveller to me, walking from the airport with just a backpack on. Wonder what adventure he's up to. This is a Casa de Repouso do Aeroporto, a resting house from the airport apparently. Okay, so maybe, I don't know, some of the airport workers rest there or they're based there or something like that. I could do with a bit of a rest now. I've been walking for over an hour in this heat. Usually I'm absolutely fine to just keep walking, but I'm feeling like for the final 20 minutes I need a little push, so I wouldn't mind a coffee. But after all those coffee places we walked past earlier, now I can't see a coffee anywhere. I can't see a single coffee in sight, only this abandoned building and fancy houses. Loads and loads of schools around this road. Inscrições abertas, so you can sign up your kid to go to this school if you want, near the airport. And I just learned that this flag you can see up here, the black and the white with the yellow kind of logo on, is the flag of Lisbon. Oh yeah, look, there you go, you can kind of see it. Flag of Lisbon, beautiful. Alright, looks like Airport City here now, look. Maybe I can get a cheeky little coffee in this service station. I was hoping to show you a Lisbon coffee house, but apparently we'll just go here, get our coffee, go through the security, and then I've got a little treat for you today once we get through. 75 cents, that will do, won't it? Café Espresso Macchina. Espresso coffee from the machine, let's give it a try. And we'll try one of these as well, pasta de nata. Hola, un café e pasta de nata.
Para aqui ou para levar?
Aqui.
É para que você para aqui.
Obrigado. Obrigado. There we go, look. A bit of cinnamon on there. Well, this isn't bad for a service station. Look. They've still got all these cakes. Look, this one I tried yesterday, it's got cinnamon and nuts in it. Yeah, Portugal's a great country for pastries. It's the place to go. Okay, €1.30 for this. Wow. What a delight Portugal is sometimes. Still, we don't use the word cheap on this channel, we use good value, so this is good value. Right next to the airport as well. I mean, in the UK, to get a pastry and a coffee at the service station next to the airport will cost you a £5, easy. That's decent coffee. It's the Delta one, the one that everybody has in Portugal all the time. So it's a little bit warm still because it's fresh. Delicious. Right, a nice little splash and dash pit stop just then. Now, last 10 minutes onto the airport. Wow, look, it's busy here. What else do you expect in an airport on the edge of one of the most developed continents on Earth, I guess? Avenida Cidade do Porto. Avenue of the city of Porto. Not exactly what you expect to find outside Lisbon Airport. No, these two cities have a big rivalry. There's some other guy over there, maybe you can see him, trying to get to the airport by foot, just like me, I would imagine. He's going up the difficult way. He's crossing over this weird bit here, whereas I've got a nice path. So if you are going to Lisbon Airport on foot, pick the right-hand side path as you go up to the airport. You're not battling all the cars coming off slip roads and stuff. So here we are now, arriving at the airport. You can see the wingtips of the TAP Airlines over there, Portugal's airline, the national flag carrier. Not many big cities have their airport so close to the city centre like here that you can walk it in less than 2 hours, an hour and a half in fact on this occasion. So I just wanted to do it, show you if it's possible. And yeah, it's pretty easy to do. I wouldn't do it with one of those roll-along cases, but I never travel with one of those anyway. You know me, I like to travel with my backpack, so it gives me that bit more freedom. So here I am now, door to door. It's taken 1 hour and 48 minutes, which is a little bit longer than the 1 hour 28 minutes that Google Maps predicted for us. But of course I stopped off to have that coffee and I was messing around with my camera and showing you a few silly little things. So we're going to Brussels. It's not even on the departures board yet, so I guess I'll just go through security and see what happens, because I've got a little treat for you. You should definitely stay with me, because when we get through security I'm going to take you somewhere where I've never taken you on this channel before. There we go, 4:15 to Brussels, check-in open. Well, I'm already checked in online. I don't need to go and stand here with all these people and check in my bag because I've only got my backpack. So let's go. Walking through here, going to security, it feels more like a bus station than an airport. Ah look, the Air Moldova ticket office. Fancy going back to Moldova sometime soon, continuing our adventures there. They were cut short. An absolutely chaotic security experience. You were putting us all into this little pen, and Portugal's still a bit of a COVID-scared country, yet they're packing us all into this small space, trying to get us all through security at the same time. Then I got searched, and it came up that I had explosives on me, and then they did it again, and it turned out that I didn't. So I don't know, maybe I'm a security threat. Maybe you're about to see me, I don't know, take some explosives on a flight. So yes, for the first time ever on this channel, I am taking you to an airport lounge. Let's see if we can get in. The ANA Lisbon Airport lounge. I thought it was all Nippon Airlines, but why would they have a lounge here in Lisbon? Let's see how we get in. Oh, it's a bit of a queue. Quite busy, a bit busier than I expected. I've got my lounge key pass. Here we go, I'm in. It's only a little bit calmer than the airport, but they've got beer. Let's have a beer, shall we? I think we've earned it after a little walk from the centre of Lisbon. I've got to love a Super Bog, the least Portuguese sounding Portuguese beer of all time. Look at that. The cheese, please. Thanks. Yeah, one more, thanks. So this lounge, maybe nothing special. It's just like a cafeteria, but everything's free. You've paid for it already. I didn't pay anything because of my Crypto.com card, lucky me. It does look like they have a shower as well, but I'm not going to have time to try it out today. So I managed to source some Portuguese specialities here in the ANA Airport Lounge. We've got, it's called ginger, I guess, because of the colour. And it's a sour cherry liqueur. Let's give it a little try, shall we? Oh yeah, it's my kind of thing. I like that. Sour but sweet at the same time. We've got these little cod balls as well. Oh, they're cold. All right. The cod fritters they're all right. So now I've got chicken samosa and licor beirão. Let's give it a try. Oh, it looks like a whiskey, but it's more, it's a bit fruitier. Oh, it's lovely. Yeah, very light. Cool. Okay, so just one more before I get going. It says that you're allowed a maximum of 3 alcoholic drinks, so I've gone on to my 4th. Nobody checked. So, Saglish dark beer. Oh, it's pretty bitter. It's like a budget Guinness, not bad. Okay, so I've made it to the gate to Brussels, and look at this chaos. Look, there's nowhere really to sit except for this little window ledge. Luckily for me, whenever you go to a lounge, if you can get away with it, always take a traveller with you. Alright guys, safe travels.